Hello and welcome to the League of Average Gaming. I'm your host, League Master Gentinord, and it is here, Imperator, Rome. We've been waiting for this game for so long, and it's finally here. I've literally just launched the game for the first time. I'm completely blind to this game as far as playing it myself. I've watched dev clashes, I've read dev diaries, all of that kind of stuff. I have not personally played the game at all until now. And we're going to go through that process together. We're going to learn how to rule as Rome together. Luckily, it comes with a tutorial. So we're going to go through this tutorial, you and I, together in these series of videos to figure out how exactly does this game work. So let's go ahead and launch this thing up and see what makes this game tick. The glory of Rome. Welcome to the tutorial of Imperator Rome. By completing the series of objectives, which you will find on the left-hand side of your screen, we will introduce you to the basic principles behind playing Imperator Rome. The button on the left-hand side of your screen, embossed with a wreath and spear, will allow you to open and close the tutorial objectives window. You'll be able to complete objectives in any order you choose. However, if you are new to Paradox titles or wish to refresh your knowledge, we recommend that you follow the objective list from top to bottom. We'll try to do that. Holding your mouse over an objective will provide you with hints on how to fulfill the conditions. When the conditions are met, objectives will be highlighted to show you they are ready to turn in. Roma Invicta. Senatus Populusque Romanus. For over 20 years, the nascent Roman Republic has fought a harsh campaign against the Samnite people to the south. Although victory often seemed far from grasp, the war ended in Rome's favor, resulting in the liberation of the important Greek city of Neapolis. The Samnites, however, having retreated to lick their wounds, are far from defeated. In the north, the Etruscan people eye the expansion of the Republic with apprehension. To the south, myriad Greek city-states plot behind one another's backs, all the while appealing to their benefactors in Greece for aid. On the far-flung island of Sicily, the foreign invasion of the mysterious Carthaginian Empire threatens to upset the precarious balance of power in the region. Will Rome rise victorious or fall to internal strife and barbaric hordes? The fate of the Republic rests in your hands for the Republic. Okay, the starting situation. During the tutorial, we'll be playing as Rome. The current date, which you can find in the top right corner of your screen, is the 1st October 450 ab urbe condita, or 450 years after the founding of Rome. Rome has recently established local dominance, and the stage is set for your expansion throughout the Italian region. For the purpose of this tutorial, we have taken care of a few matters for you. We will, however, teach you how to cover these areas over the course of the tutorial. Okay, that's fine. Resources along the top bar are the main resources you will accrue or spend over the course of your game. Yes, just like any other particular grand strategy game from Paradox. That makes sense. We recommend you spend a moment getting acquainted with these. By holding your mouse over the icon for each one, you'll be able to see a tooltip detailing some of their effects and uses. For the purposes of this tutorial, we have provided you with a significant bonus to your treasury and power resources. Well, how kind of them. So, we've got our treasury. This is our gold. We've got quite a bit. I see that bonus was very handy. 5,206.8 gold. Previous balance of 0.39. Make 8.39 from taxes. 2.28 from commerce. Lose 5.1 army maintenance. 0.64 fleet maintenance. 3 from fort maintenance, and 1.53 from wages. This is the amount of money available for recruiting armies, recruiting advisors, and constructing buildings. Okay, makes sense, yes. Manpower. Maximum manpower is 53,950. Looks like we're at 47,150. We get 214 each month. There's no manpower loss to attrition, because we just started the game, there's no wars or anything. So we get 188 from pops. So those are the people, I guess, that live in our city, or our civilization, our country, and 26 from subjects. So it looks like Rome has some subjects at the start of the game which pay tribute of manpower. To replenish the armies, there's a need for 0 men. Yeah, all the armies are full, so they don't need any. That makes sense. Base manpower, 38,525 from pops, modified by plus 12,500 base and a surplus of grain in the capital. So that must be one of the actual resources that the country trades in, not the resources of the game. We'll have to probably get into those later on. That's a nice bonus. I'm sure each one gives a different one, but manpower bonus from grain. Got it. Makes sense. The army has to eat. An army marches on its stomach, they say. The speed by which manpower recovery is modified by grain merchant exemptions 10%. Testamentium militis plus 5%. I'm not sure what those are. Probably some country modifiers or traditions or something like that. Manpower is a measure of the number of available recruits a nation possesses with which to recruit new units or reinforce under-strength armies. Okay, makes sense to me. Military power. So this is where we get into the EU4 style monarch points, I guess. We got 700 of that. We get plus 6 due to we get 2 all the time. Plus 1 ideas match government. Okay. And Consul Publius Sempronius Sophius gives us plus 3. So he must be not too shabby at the military. Military power, or virtus to the Romans, denotes strength, courage, and honor. This value represents the accumulation of your nation's military potential. Civic power changes monthly by plus 7 due to, okay, so they're all going to have a base plus 2. I get 1 from ideas matching, and this guy, he's the ruler, I'm guessing, the council, or the consul, excuse me. He gives us 4, so he's a little better at civic power. Also referred to as gravitas by the Romans, is associated with responsibility, finesse, and grandeur, and may be spent on improving with the many civic aspects of your nation. Okay. Oratory power, we get 6 of that. Oratory power, synonymous with the Roman concept of dignitas, commonly denotes prestige, charisma, and standing, and may be invested on making important decisions for your nation. Okay. Religious power. Religious power, also known as the Roman virtue pietas, represents a nation's devotion, piety, and zeal. We may spend this on numerous religious actions. Okay. Stability. Okay, that's another EU4 concept. I got stability. Currently getting plus 5% national tax, research points, plus 0.1 ruler popularity gain, plus 5 loyalty of subject states, plus 50% sacrifice to the gods cost. So that's probably just the free stab, like admin points in EU4. Makes sense. It goes up every time you have higher stab, because that way you can't just bump it to 3 all the time. Because I'm aware this is a minus 3 plus 3, just like EU4. And it says it right there as well. This value represents our nation's internal stability. Okay, so I want that to be high when possible. Aggressive expansion, 0, because we just started. It's changed by 0.09 each month, going down because of Imperator. I don't know what that is. Also decaying because of other reasons, but we don't have any, so we don't really see anything of that. Indicates how other nations are likely to view you. If you have a lot of aggressive expansion, countries which consider you as relevant to their interest will be less inclined to engage in diplomacy and may act against your interests. Okay. And tyranny. Currently have no tyranny. It is going down by a little bit because we're kind of popular, and it just does naturally. Tyranny level represents the level of oppression within the country. There are various actions that can increase this. Well, probably by doing bad things, like murdering people, or, I don't know, just being mean, I guess. I'll try to keep that down. Alright, well, that looks like all of the basic resources of playing the game. I'll continue onwards through the tutorial. Oh, okay. Well then, it didn't give me anything else. So we'll look at the objectives. Stabilize Rome. Increase your stability to 2. To increase stability, open the religion window and click on the sacrifice to the gods interaction. No pigs were harmed during the making of this tutorial. Reward Rome gains 1 stability. So we'll really get to 3 stability. Okay, can I click on this? No, it won't take me straight there. Nation overview, government, military, technology. Well, here, we'll look at these. Nation overview, a general overview of your country. This includes total population, demographics, and a list of the provinces it contains. You can also set or change your national ideas. Okay, so that's F1. Those are going to go all the way across, probably. Government, see the current status of your Senate, Council, or Court. Appoint or remove officers, pass laws, or view government-specific information, such as the party leaders, pretenders, or clan chiefs. Military, see a breakdown of your military bonuses, as well as pick and view new military traditions. Technology, view your technology progression in this window. You can also assign or remove researchers and purchase new inventions. Religion, okay, that's where we need to go, but we'll go ahead and look at all these other little circles. View which omens you can choose or the duration remaining on the one you have picked. In this window, you can also reduce war exhaustion and increase stability. Well, okay. Economy, view your balance of income and expenses, set your economic policies, and convert power to gold and back. Diplomacy, here you can manage diplomacy with other nations, see their opinions of you, and a breakdown of the statistics relevant to your diplomacy. Decisions, make important decisions relating to your nation and see the criteria for fulfilling them. Trade overview, view your current surplus of trade goods and which you are exporting. It also gives you an overview of all your trade routes and a quick way to cancel them. Characters, view all characters and families in your country. Mercenary, see a breakdown. Oh, that one doesn't have a hotkey. Why isn't that one just F11? Okay. Whatever. Maybe F11's something else. Oh, probably because that's like screenshot or something in Steam. Okay, I'm with you. See a breakdown of available mercenaries, their details and cost. You may also hire and fire them from this window. All right, so we are going to religion. That was F5. Okay, and we went to sacrifice to the gods. We're going to stab this pig with this knife. Proper ritual costs 268, normally 200. But yeah, we're already at 1, so it's going to cost more. That makes sense. And the tutorial gave us extra points to do all this stuff. So, boop. Stability increased. My council. Our realm is more stable. Thanks for the heads up. Okay, that is done. A stable country. Congratulations, you have successfully stabilized Rome. As you play more, you will encounter a variety of modifiers and effects that alter your stability, the cost of increasing it, and the effects from having it. Events will often affect your stability value. We have provided you with an extra stability point as a reward for completing your objective. Take you to your maximum. Excellent. We're at 3. Huzzah! Okay, so that's 1 down. Many more to go. Call down an omen. Invoke any omen. Omens are an important feature in Imperator Rome. Open or the religion window. Okay, we were just there. To browse which omens are available to you. It is important to note that only one omen may be active at once, and that an omen may not be revoked once chosen. Kind of locked in there. Alright, hopefully we choose wisely. Once it has expired, a new one may be picked. We recommend that you pick the Blessing of Fortuna for the purposes of the tutorial, but feel free to try out something different. And we'll get 200 oratory power for doing so. Okay, so back to here. We've been told that we should pick this one because national unrest. What do the other ones do? It looks like they last 18, 25 days. How many days? How many years is that? 1825 divided by 365 is 5 years. Okay, well, you could have just said 5 years, but that's fine. Well, let's read through all of these. Blessing of Mars, the patron god of Rome, will inspire and bless our men with the strength to take on any enemy. For as long as our people remain faithful with Mars at our side, our soldiers are sure to fight harder than ever before. After all, who would want to act shameful in front of a god? Mars has been the patron god of Rome since time immemorial. From the field of Mars and the many shrines and temples dedicated in the god's honor. To the stories of his sons Remulus and Romulus who founded the city. Mars is one of the most important gods in our pantheon, and he will give us 5.6 discipline. Pretty good, I would think, based on discipline from E4. Blessing of Jupiter will give aggressive expansion change minus 0.05. The god of the heavens blesses our advances on the battlefield, justifying our cause with his presence. With this deity siding with our cause, our battle-tired people are sure to be ready to pick up the tools of war once more. Though he was the youngest of his siblings, Jupiter was the only to not be eaten by his father, and eventually rose up to overthrow the old pantheon. As the one most capable, he was given the realm of the skies and became the foremost of the pantheon of gods. There are innumerable stories of how the deity came down the realm of men, infatuated with one mortal. What? Came down to the realm of men, I'm guessing. This kind of reads weird. Infatuated with one mortal or another, eventually leading to the heroes of old being born. Though he is known for his raging temper and insatiable lust, he is the most respected deity of the pantheon in most regions of the Hellenic world. Okay. Blessing of Apollo, national manpower plus 11.2. These numbers seem kind of strange. Like, they're not like just nice. I mean, the 0.05 is kind of nice, like round, yeah, round-ish. But I'm guessing that they've tweaked these numbers for some reason to be these percentages, because I'm used to more like +5, +10, those kind of numbers. But we'll see why or how powerful. Maybe they've been tuned, or we might get some patches or something to tweak these a bit more. But these all are subject to change. This is an advanced preview copy, so we will see. Don't get too caught up in the numbers. It's all early. Blessing of Apollo, national manpower 11.2% boost. The visions and prophecies of the God of Light will inspire our young men to take up arms and fight for our nation. With the young ready to participate in our wars, we will have more potential soldiers than we have had in a long time. He is the god of the arts, light, and medicine, and also a skilled archer like his twin sister. It is said the oracles of Delphi and Delos receive visions from the god, foretelling both tragedies and blessings to their many visitors. Blessing of Mercury is a commerce boost at 22.4%. Messenger of the gods will open up trade in all kinds of nations to our goods and merchants, ensuring that the commerce will flow freely and in our favor. With our traders aided by the trickster himself, our people are sure to prosper from this wealth. The messenger of the gods is known as a trickster and prankster, even from a young age trying to trick his older brother Apollo. He is the patron god of travelers, thieves, and trade, as well as the psychopomp of the Hellenic world, guiding the souls of the dead to the underworld and afterlife. Blessing of Minerva, research points plus 11.2. The blessing of the gods of wisdom will inspire our artists and craftsmen in their search for knowledge. With these great insights, we are sure to be able to progress and compete with our enemies and neighbors. Rumor says the goddess once hailed from Libya, but now she is fully a part of the Hellenic pantheon and plays an important role as the goddess of wisdom, crafts, and war. Unlike her male counterpart, she is usually seen as a patron for more tactical and strategic type of warfare, and they are known for opposing each other at Troy and in many other famous battles. Minerva is the patron of the city of Athens, with the largest temple dedicated in her honor, standing in its Acropolis. Blessing of Fortuna. That's the one we're going to pick, because that's what they told us to do. National unrest minus 2.24. Our people will live safely with the knowledge that we have the blessing of the goddess of fortune on our side. And after all, who better to protect our people than the one who decides fate itself? As the patron goddess of fortune and prosperity, she is often thanked and cursed for unexplained happenstances based on the outcome for the person in question. Lately, a cult dedicated in her honor has sprung up around the Mediterranean, which believes that it can twist the fortunes of the goddess to their favor. Blessing of Pluto, national tax, plus 22.4. We beseech the god of the underworld to open his coffers for our cause and bless our people with his wealth. With all these minerals and newfound wealth, our society is sure to prosper for a long time to come. The great lord of the underworld is the oldest of the three, but he lost both the skies and seas to his younger brothers, left behind with only the souls of the dead in the realm named in his honor. As well as being the caretaker of the dead, he is known for his wealth and access to the minerals of the earth. There are many stories of the heroes who traveled down to his realm to rescue someone, several of those leading to tragedies akin to Orpheus. Most Hellenics do not fear the gods, as he is do not fear the god, as he is not vengeful nor actively seeks the death of mortals. After all, why bother when all living things will end up in his hands anyway? And finally, the blessing of Ceres. National population growth plus 0.22%. We will ask she of the grain to bless our harvest and ensure the food necessary for our people to grow and expand. As the goddess looks down upon us with favor, our harvests are sure to grow safely for many years to come, putting an end to devastation and bad harvests. As the patron goddess of agriculture, harvest, and fertility, she plays an important day-to-day role in Hellenic societies, cultures rising and falling with her favor. Several festivals are held in her honor all across the Mediterranean world, often portraying the tragic loss of her daughter to the god of the underworld. In the city of Eleusis, there is a mystery cult dedicated in her honor, where some say they go through the same experience of loss and rebirth as the goddess once did searching for her child. Alright, so those are all of the blessings, at least for the Hellenic world. Hellenic having spread from the Greek heartland, the Olympian pantheon is venerated by many. The names, aspects, and hierarchy of many of the gods can vary widely from region to region. However, Zeus, or Jupiter, as he is known to the Romans, is regarded as the figurehead of the Olympian pantheon. So I'm sure the other regions will have other pantheon names. I don't know if the benefits will be different, but we will check that out at another time. Let's see. Yeah, 3 stability, national unrest, religious unity. There's 7 pops that are not Hellenic in Rome out of a population of 394. Well, then those people need to get converted. We have no war exhaustion because we're not at war. Omen power plus 112.3%. This value modifies the strength of our omens. Okay, so that's why the numbers are strange. I see. So I'm guessing those were baselines like 5 and 10 and 20 and stuff, but this boosted percentage is what's raising us up higher. That's gonna be my guess. No, that would be what makes sense to me. Omen duration, it's just baseline 5 years. Maybe that's why it's in days, is because you could get a weird percentage where it's not a full year and stuff. Okay, so Blessing of Fortuna, that's what we're gonna pick. The gods are smiling on us. We have invoked the blessing. Yes, I'm aware. That is what we have done. Okay, well, we have completed 2 objectives. The gods are with us. The gods have truly blessed us. Now Rome is ready for war. We recommend that you check out the other omens to get an idea for what else you could use in times of need. To war! Gain our 200 oratory power. And with that, we're going to go ahead and put a stop in here. Thank you all for watching. We're going through this tutorial of Rome together. If you like what you're seeing, feel free to leave a comment down below and subscribe. And we will see you all in the next video as we continue our tutorial of Rome. But until then, this has been the League of Average Gaming. I've been your host, League Master Nord. Thank you all for coming.